oh my God, this coffee tastes like chicken soup. I may be wrong, but that's
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm guessing that's not so good.
Literally limited the quantity because not a lot of people like me, red. They say, I don't care.
Hello and welcome to Crossover. I'm Yi Shu in Beijing with my guest host Tianran He.
I gotta say, I'm really excited to be here. Almost a bit too excited, I think.
I think we all have this buzz going. You know, we have something very different happening in the studio today. We have the entire coffee bar set up over there.
We've had a few shots.
And you know what? I have to say, there is no better aroma in the morning than to wake up to the smell of coffee.
Totally. I mean, it doesn't really matter whether you drink tea or coffee. The smell of coffee is in itself a beautiful perfume,
right?
A beautiful fragrance.
It's just saying, good morning.
Yep. And it helps you get up in the morning too.
And today we have two coffee experts here, Leon Li and Wu Lingbo. Welcome.
Welcome to Crossover.
Thank you.
So tell us a bit about coffee. So I think for a lot of people, it's kind of like a utility. For me, it's a bit like a tool. It's a pick-me-up. If I really need to, get some work done, I'll take a shot. But for you guys, it's obviously a very different thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think coffee for me not only is a beverage, but also it's my career, it's my passion. I think the only way for me to describe a coffee is a beverage from the God. It's so much flavor and so much knowledge behind it. Also, it's so much hard working from the farm to the processing station to the roasters to the barista behind the bar working hard every single day to make everybody happy in the morning. So to make the whole world, I mean, literally.
The magic elixir.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I believe.
But what I find interesting is that coffee isn't really a Chinese thing, right? Most people drink tea.
Yeah.
What got you interested in coffee?
I studied abroad right after I graduated from high school. So I've been traveling around from Turkey to Egypt to Arabic country to Europe
and then
I ended up in Chicago, which is the coffee capital city in USA. So I really dig it. So I've been working hard as a barista.
You said Seattle, right? Or Chicago?
Chicago. I would say Chicago.
Chicago is the coffee capital? I always thought it was Seattle.
Well, Seattle, yes.
Don't argue with them.
But I'll say because...
Or maybe it's just because Starbucks took that claim to fame from Seattle,
because
right?
one of the biggest specialty coffee company at that moment is called Intelligentsia. They are from Chicago. That's in my heart, they are the capital.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it's personally.
Okay. All right. How about you, Wu Lingbo? How did you get into coffee? And you aren't ordinary baristas, because you guys aren't into just commercial coffee. You're into something called specialty coffee. And we're going to learn what that is because it's totally new to me. But did you like your first cup of coffee? The first one that you ever had?
No,
definitely not.
No, definitely not. Literally, I hated it. And then I told my dad hey, Dad, what's going on here? I will never, ever drink this again.
What made you guys continue doing it then? It's like, I guess it's kind of like beer. When you first drink beer, you hate it, but then you kind of do it because of peer pressure. But
I went to study in the US. Everybody goes to Starbucks, obviously. And I went to Starbucks too. I had at least 20 ounce Grande latte. Later on, they had at least like 20 latte. Literally, it's like 30 to 40 ounces.
Right, everything's supersized.
And then I literally put half jar of milk and then 20 pack of sugar because I need my morning pickup, get me going to the school and stuff. And then I had that, I feel so, oh man, this is so good. However, one day, one of my friends asked me to go to this coffee shop called Intelligentsia. The queue up is like 20, 30 people queue up for that cup of coffee. I was like, what's going on here? And then I tried it, changed my life like snap. That's it.
So that was a specialty coffee shop.
Sure.
What is specialty coffee?
I think the most difference is they are different processing, different varieties, and different microclimates, something like that. And when we making specialty coffee, we focus on that. Yes.
On the flavors.
So,
Yes.
so is it smaller quantities when you're roasting and I mean, obviously it will be smaller quantities
Yeah.
because
Yes.
you're not producing for thousands of Starbucks around
Yeah.
the world.
Yes.
It's a smaller quantity when it comes to
Yeah.
production.
Is it like the elite crop out of your usual coffee beans?
I think that should be traced back to the origin. I've been to a few coffee farms, Wulinbo too. I've been to Guatemala, Colombia, etc. I saw the coffee farmers, they wake up super early in the morning, just start working so hard, hand pick each red
Yes.
coffee cherry. I mean, red is like red, not
Yes.
red. It's like fully red. That's really hard to pick. Literally took me 2 hours to pick only 15 pounds of coffee cherries,
Wow.
which literally transfer to 1 pound of that bag of coffee. Take me 2 hours,
2 hours.
Yes.
2 hours, mosquitoes, everything.
It's
And
hard work.
it's hand-picked.
Hand-picked.
Yeah.
So
hand
obviously,
packed.
you know,
Yeah.
it would be price-wise, it would be a lot more than
exactly.
normal
Right.
coffee.
But-
So after the processing and the roasting, each step you don't want make mistake
Yes.
at all, because once I do processing, I'll think about, oh my God, how much hard work I put it in when I'm doing the picking the cherry process. So that literally limited the quantity, because not a lot of people like me, red. They say, I don't care. So that's a totally different attitude
What
towards
kind
to
of
the beans.
what kind of redness do you need? How do you
Fully
know
red.
what's good?
Fully.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you say, is that a deep red or is that like a very bright red?
I would say bright red, not
Yes.
deep
Like
red.
the Chinese
Sometimes
flag
deep
red?
red, they will
It's over.
Overripe.
they will
Yes.
overwrap.
Yes.
So specialty coffee is hand-picked. I mean, we know that coffee is grown in South America.
Yeah.
It's grown in Africa.
Yes.
I mean, we could go to a Starbucks and you could see, oh,
Right.
this is the
Yes.
Ethiopian beans or whatever.
Yeah.
But so specialty coffee is hand-picked,
Hand-picked.
smaller
Yes.
yields.
Carefully washing, and you need to dry the cherry carefully.
Lingbo, you mentioned earlier about soil and microclimates, and
Yes.
I guess latitudes and longitudes. Well, what's the perfect condition for good specialty coffee?
Actually, you know that in the Guatemala, right?
Guatemala, yeah.
Yes, there are some volcano.
Volcano, yeah.
Yes, and the soil of the volcano nearby the
Very fertile.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that.
So the pH, I mean, it might be more, the pH is a little bit different there.
Yeah, the
Yes.
soil, the pH,
Yes,
the
pH, water.
how many hours
Yes.
for the direct sunlight.
What about
So
the
how-
temperature fluctuations?
Yeah.
Temperature fluctuation can bring out more sweetness and acidity. It's like grape.
Yes.
If the grapes
Right.
all day sunlight, it won't. The temperature differences between daytime and nighttime is equal. The grape won't be great. Even in one country, it can be different regions. I've been
yes.
to Guatemala once. There's a region called Huehuetenango. There's a region called Antigua. There's a region
Antigua,
called Cuban. The coffee from Cuban, because the microclimate is raining all day long.
Yes.
So the coffee for me tastes like, oh my God, this coffee tastes like chicken soup. I may be wrong, but that's the
Is that a
point.
good thing or a bad thing? I'm guessing that's not so good.
Yeah, so but the coffee from Huehuetenango tastes more bright acidic.
Bright
just,
acidic,
Right.
yes.
just
Right.
because they have more
Lemon.
sunlight.
Okay.
So,
So
Interesting.
obviously,
Very similar to wine.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was going to say what's interesting is that unlike wine, where you have Bordeaux regions and
Yeah.
Yes.
people who produce wines actually consume the wine themselves too.
Yeah.
Is it also the same for coffee? Do people in Guatemala, in South America, also like consume the specialty coffees they produce, or is it more sort of they're exported worldwide?
my personal experience been to Guatemala and Costa Rica, I don't see them consume specialty coffee at all.
They're selling it.
They're
Yes,
they're
yes.
selling it.
Yes,
They don't want to drink their fortune away.
What they've been drinking is the coffee like lay on the ground, lay on the road,
Right.
been dusted. It's like defective coffee
Right.
or overwrapped or underwrapped the coffee. They selected,
Sure.
they brew it for themselves.
Right. because it's expensive.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
expensive.
Now, we've been talking about these different coffee producing regions, but, a lot of our viewers at home may not know that China is also developing a specialty coffee region, and it's in Yunnan. And Yunnan, of course, is very famous for pu'er, which is a
Yes.
very deep,
Yes.
dark, earthy type of tea. And now it's becoming very popular as a coffee growing area. Have the two of you been there?
They had to get so much progress. Yes. Actually, I went to there 3 years ago. I cupped the coffee, all of them. Something like bad Colombia coffee. Yeah. And this year I went to there again, and I found that, oh wow, there's so much coffee tastes like Ethiopia.
So in a couple of years, it's really improved
Yes.
the quality of the
Yes,
coffee. Because
yes.
a couple of years ago, I did hear that the Yunnan coffee was not up to that
to par, yeah.
international standard. But
Yes.
What's so good
Improving
about
quickly.
Yunnan? What makes it a good place for coffee?
I think I've been to Yunnan 3 years ago, 2012. Sorry, excuse me, 4 years ago. I went to this coffee farmers. The guy who picked me up from the airport, his name is Cooling Z, and then he bring me to his farm. There's only one farmer. There's
Yes.
only one owner. There's only one everything.
Right.
It's his dad. Worked there super hard for 40 years. I was like, oh my God.
and
Yeah.
they love coffee.
They love coffee,
Yes.
literally. And then I tasted their coffee 4 years ago. It's like, it's all right. I was like, oh, I'm a barista. I know what's up. Oh my God, this coffee's like, it's all right. I don't want to make it. And then he sent me the samples 2 weeks ago. I tried the coffee. Wow, it's so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to try some of it
4
later
years.
today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have this director, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, of
He's
course.
super, super passionate about coffee. And he was lucky because we sent him down to Yunnan to check out what's happening down there when it comes to producing coffee. Let's take a look at this video clip. So there we go. It's second
Yeah.
generation of coffee producers.
Yes.
This is a family that you were talking about.
Actually not.
Oh, it's not. So there's
You
more
know them,
than
of
one.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more than one. I'm
Okay.
sure there's so much people also passionate about coffee, generation by generations in China too.
Super exciting. All right, well, when we come back, we are going to learn more about the coffee roasting process. And we're also there's something called cupping, which I'm not exactly sure what it is yet, but you are going to demonstrate it for us.
Yes.
When we come back, please stay tuned. 20 to
crazy?
50.
Yes.
So we have 3 different types of coffee here.
That is delicious.
This looks like a blend. Come on, be a man.
Do the
Look
right
at
thing.
that.
That was good. And it wasn't even that hot. You should try it.
I don't know, that's not very ladylike. And welcome back to Crossover, and all of a sudden, the studio is full of
I
this
am
coffee
so
aroma.
intrigued by this.
So what's happening? What are we going to do here?
Actually, this is what I did every day. We call this cupping. It's a quality control process.
Okay.
Right.
Yes. So as you can see, we grind the coffee, right?
Okay.
Yes, and when we cupping this coffee, we need to go smell the fragrance first.
The fragrance.
Yes.
Fragrance.
Yes,
Okay.
fragrance, and then when we put the hot water into there, and we smell.
The aroma.
Yes.
So that is cupping. But before we do that, these are different coffee beans
Yes.
roasted
Yes.
in a different way, right?
Yes, yes.
So we have 3 different types of coffee here. How do they differ?
There are 3 coffees. One of from Yunnan Pro.
Which
Yes, right. This.
This is
This is
Yunnan.
Yes,
Yunnan
Yunnan.
Pro.
Yes, and
This
and
is
that is Kenya.
Kenya
Yeah,
Gatumbi
Kenya.
factory.
You can smell. You can smell the
yeah.
fragrance.
Do we smell it from the cup or from the beans?
Oh, from the cup.
From the cup.
Oh.
This is the cup.
Yes, yes.
Right.
I am such a novice.
It feels like I'm smelling potpourri.
Yes, you can smell it.
Don't mix them up.
Oh, that is delicious.
Yes, there are difference.
I need to compare.
Give us some wine wine descriptions. What have you learned from your wine tastings?
This smells, I don't know, it smells tangy. It smells tangy, it smells
Like
earthier.
grass
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say it smells earthy.
and
Okay.
tea, green tea like.
Green tea light.
Yes.
You're
My
hogging that
one,
one.
my one's kind of light. It's a bit
Yes.
chocolatey.
As you can see,
see.
this
Green tea
this
light.
car.
Oh,
Yes.
so it is light. It is light.
Yes, yes.
It was washed, which means that what does wash mean? again?
Processing.
Right, the
Yes.
wash process.
This looks like a blend because, yes, it's,
No, a single origin.
oh, this is a single
origin.
origin.
Yes.
What is this one called?
It's Colombia. It's dark roast Colombia.
Okay.
Yes.
Colombia.
Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia. It's dark.
South America.
This one kind of smells similar to that, but it is.
I was just going
Definitely
to
more
say
earthy.
the
They
same
kinda
thing, that
smell-
this
It's
smells the
chocolate,
same as
right?
that one.
Yeah, they smell. We're such charlatans.
Yes.
Okay, I want to try to smell the
Yeah.
Kenyan one. And then I'm going to ask these 2 experts what they smell because
Yes.
obviously my palate is not trained to distinguish the 3.
When the farmers pick the cherry coffee, they wanted to efficient.
Did you see how he did
Yes.
that? Really different. We're like
what
this.
sort of
He's-
techniques do you have? Do you have to?
Just to shake them up so it has more like.
To release the
and
aroma.
the fragrance
I
still can't
focus
smell
on
it.
your
I
nose.
just snorted a bit of that into my nose.
All right, let's try. Let's try some of the
Okay.
coffee. Okay.
So-
So first of all, what did you smell that was different between the 3?
Oh, I would say Kansas City has more like chocolate, also meaty flavors, just because they have a longer development time during the roasting process by Wuling
Yes.
Bo, the field coffee.
Okay.
And the Kenya is slightly lighter roast. That means you smell a lot more original taste, original
Yes,
fragrance such as stone fruit, some flower.
Ban Karen.
Yeah,
Ban-
yeah.
Okay.
The other one, I think, is the coffee he roasted purposely even more lighter. That means has more grassy, earthy.
Yes.
And that was a Yunnan one that
Yeah,
was a lot
Yunnan,
more
yes,
grassy,
yes,
earthy.
yes.
And I can tell
Okay.
like the color is different.
Yes,
The
yes.
color
Right.
of these
This
two
is
is
dark.
very different to that
Yes.
one.
Right.
This is
Right.
dark.
I mean, truly lighter roast and darker roast.
Yes, I think this is probably
Yeah,
the
that-
easiest way to understand it.
I
for
think
us.
that's,
You get
that's the
from A to
basic that we
Z
can
what
understand.
color, right?
You know, if I go away learning one thing, I'm happy. All right, so cupping. Let's do it. What temperature is the water? I mean, boiling.
96.
96.
Yes.
Is there a range for different types of coffee, or it's always close to boiling?
That's another topic.
Long story.
Yeah, long story. Yes.
The hotter the water is they are gonna bring out more acidity out of this coffee.
Is that a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, that depends
Okay.
on like, let's say, okay, this coffee is slightly darker than the other batch. So as a barista, so you see it and then you will potentially purposely using the hotter the water, bring temperature, trying to bring out more acidity out of these beans.
So we're gonna watch
yeah.
this coffee for the next 4 minutes.
Actually,
we need to smell
Smell the
aroma.
Oh, as it's steeping.
Yes.
I need to come down here.
Okay.
We're not supposed to pat it, right? Because
No,
that would
no,
be
no. You're
gonna
a
spill
terrible.
it
That
all
would be a
over
terrible
yourself.
accident.
Yeah.
This is a very, again, darker, lighter. This is
Yes,
very,
yes.
very light. The
Different.
fragrance is very,
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you smell the difference?
absolutely,
Absolutely.
between these two, absolutely. And these
can try
are,
this,
I mean,
right.
these grounds have not settled yet,
Yeah.
whereas these two have already settled
Yeah.
down. Is
Yeah.
that
That's a roasting.
roasting? So a darker
Yes.
roast will
Yes.
Yeah.
float on top
Yeah,
for a
float,
little
yes.
bit.
Yeah.
Because,
Interesting.
Easy to
A
extract.
lot of a lot of
Yeah.
things have been extracted
Yes.
out.
Exactly.
How many cups of coffee do you drink a day?
I would say 5 to 10.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
5
you-
to 10.
20 to 50.
20 to
crazy?
50?
Yes.
That's
Because I need to roast every day. I need to roast every batch. Yes.
Have you ever tried to go a day without drinking coffee? What happens to you?
Shaking them up.
So let's. So I want to make sure the cameras can see this because these are the 3 different coffees. We have the lightest roast Yunnan here,
Yunnan, yes.
and then this is a Kenyan
Kenyan,
coffee,
Kenyan
Yes.
coffee.
and this is the dark roast Colombian
Colombia, yes,
coffee.
yes.
Right, and we could still see that this is still
What's
steeping.
going on here?
yeah.
It's
Yes.
floating on top.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
When it's ready,
Yeah.
it will sink to the bottom.
Oh, actually, when the time's up,
When the-
I'm gonna skim it.
Oh,
Yes.
the
We have
ground
4
too.
minutes, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I have 18, 17,
17
seconds left.
seconds.
Okay.
So what am I gonna do is using 2 spoons.
Yes.
Right here.
why are your spoons gold and mine are?
Oh,
This
because
is-
it's like customized.
Yeah, it's,
Because these guys are
it's
special,
it's
of course.
special. You're
Yes.
experts. Okay.
Well, okay, cool.
Okay.
Do you always cup with a spoon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll carry it. Carry it everywhere.
It's like chefs. They have
Yeah,
their own
you always have to
knives.
have your
knife.
Yes.
What am I
So-
gonna do?
Here,
is-
I'm gonna move this over to you
Okay.
closer so
Yeah.
that you can.
So I'm gonna skim it
Here, let's make sure the
Tops.
cameras can get that.
over here, and then
Okay, so
wash it
that's-
in my cup, and that's where the napkins come.
Okay.
So, just the oil, coffee ground.
So I thought when we had
So
these
ready?
spoons given to us, we would just kind of scoop up some coffee and drink it
Yes.
like
Yeah.
a soup.
Yes.
It's for that as well?
It's for this way. When you drink coffee like this way, you will taste the coffee fully complete. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So this is like the first infusion of of the coffee. Yeah, and coming out with all these
Yeah.
great words.
This is
Steeping,
great.
Infusion.
You obviously drink a lot of wine.
So,
So we're going
Yeah.
to taste now.
yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Let me should we taste from light to dark, or is there a certain order like you do with wine?
It
It's
doesn't
okay.
really matter.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm
okay.
going to start with the dark one.
But
Okay.
make sure it's not too hot for you. You want
Yes.
smaller, like
Right.
so little.
Because it is
little taste.
96 degrees.
Yeah. And now I would say like
The right temperature is almost 60.
60 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay, so it might be a little hot. So
Right.
I do
Hot.
feel like we're drinking soup, coffee soup.
Yeah. Which one do you want to start with?
You start with
Let
that
me-
one. I'll start with this
You
one.
want to do the dark one?
Let the
Hey.
Leo show you.
Oh,
Okay, okay, yes.
I will show a
Well,
proper way.
Let me move this.
Okay, so what the normal people use is
The proper way.
spin into. So
Yes,
when you drink
wow.
it, so you can't handle too much, just spin it. Otherwise, 400 cup you kill yourself.
So yeah, that's why you can drink
Yeah.
so many
Yes,
cups.
yes.
Right, I see.
Right.
Yeah, also
don't
you,
actually
you
But
drink
also,
need
it's hard work, right?
Right.
Yeah.
also you need a cup of water in between, so you can rinse them up in between different cups.
I see.
Yes.
So I will try temperature really quick. Have a little bit.
Wow.
Oh,
It's like eating
And
noodles.
then,
Slurping.
and then you rinse it, and then you think about it, what kind of flavor is that? Then
Yes.
you have second cup, a little bit.
Oh. I want to see you
You're
do. I
first.
want to see you do this.
you are so first.
Shotgun.
I don't know. That's not
Alright.
very ladylike. I don't know if I can do it.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
I think the temperature is pretty good.
Okay, so
It's super full.
but don't you don't want to keep it in your mouth, swill it around a bit like you would with
Yeah.
whiskey or
Yeah,
well,
you
maybe
can-
not whiskey.
You
but
can do that too. But
Okay.
so the reason
But
why
when it's
you
cold.
Come
have
on, be a man. Just
do the
slurp
right
it
thing.
down.
Do the right thing.
All right. So this is the Yunnan
This is
light
your
coffee.
inaugural
yes.
cupping
Inaugural.
experience.
Nice.
Nice.
That was good. And it wasn't even that hot. You should try it now.
Sounds like a real expert. Come on, next one.
Wait, hold on. I didn't get enough of that. Okay.
I don't want you to fall down
Then
after
you-
drinking.
And then I rinse
Rinse
it here.
Yes.
And then knock
okay.
down on napkins so that it
Look at
won't.
me. I'm so professional.
You are.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
I saw the farmers in the coffee zone. The farmers drink coffee like this. Yes.
I can't really tell the difference between these two.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, this one very much so. It's a lot thicker, much more earthy,
Yes.
a little bit meaty,
Maybe.
Yes.
Meaty.
and it doesn't have the tanginess that these two has.
Because this is a younger or
because
lighter roast.
these are lighter.
This is really, really cool. So you do this with every single batch of coffee you
Yes.
make.
Yes.
And this is basically is going to tell you the aroma of
Yes.
the coffee that you've roasted.
Yes, and the roaster, whether if the roaster succeed or failed, yes.
Oh.
Okay.
And is this just the first step in the whole QA
Yes.
lineup?
Right.
Yes.
And this is kind of done in the background. We never see this happening.
Yes.
But when we come back after this short break, we're going to talk about the different coffee brewing techniques. Please stay with us.
Oh yeah, I
It
can
take-
definitely taste a lot more levels in this coffee. Much more so than when we were cupping.
The reason I'm doing that because some people say, oh, this coffee is too strong.
So you're mixing the milk into the coffee. Oh,
Wow.
Yes.
I only
for
drink
people.
espressos.
hardcore.
I got this and I was like, oh. Welcome back. So we just finished cupping, which I gotta say is a very unique experience. I honestly haven't seen it before. I can't imagine walking into a Starbucks and seeing my barista slurp my coffee just before I'm about to drink it. So I guess it's a very back office sort of thing.
Yes.
But I guess this is the first stage in your whole coffee making process.
Yes.
So we're going to take a look at a clip of
Okay.
you at work at your coffee roasting facility.
Yes.
And while we're doing that, I want to get rid of these crossover mugs because all we have here is water. And you know what? In the end, who needs water when we have coffee and the two of you making coffee for
Yes.
us?
Yeah, that's so
because after
pedestrian.
that clip, we're going to brew coffee. All right,
Right.
let's take a look at Wu Lingbo at work.
Right, that looks so highly scientific and
Yes.
technological.
And now the process is looking a little more familiar. You're demystifying this
Yes.
whole process for me. You know, I'm like the easy Nespresso in my home.
Yeah.
Pop in the capsule
Yes.
and go. But this is going to be really interesing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Yes.
do it.
I'm excited. I'm going to be really
Yeah.
jittery the rest of the day.
We're going to be coffee experts after. right? Is
Sure.
that a cappuccino? Make a cappuccino.
Actually, I would say this is a latte because
It's a latte?
A latte.
yeah, the cup is bigger.
Do you want to take the
Right.
So latte. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a cappuccino as well. So
Okay.
you taste the difference.
Okay.
I'll take the cappuccino.
Well, I like cappuccinos more than lattes.
We can
And
share.
this is the pour over.
Yes. You
It,
can
it,
see
it does almost look like tea. It looks like a good pour
Yeah.
tea.
Yes.
Yeah. How is the pour over in terms of when you grind it? Because I saw you grinding coffee there.
Yes.
So are the grounds smaller or finer than say what you would do in an espresso drink?
Actually, it's finer than espresso.
It's finer.
Yes. Because espresso brewing just maybe 20 to 30 minutes, 20 to 30 seconds. And the pour over is almost 2 minutes.
It's a couple minutes,
Yeah.
right?
So what's it used for? Is it to bring out flavor of coffee or?
Oh, it smells really fragrant. This is the floral one
Yes,
again, right? Cheers.
Yes. You should
Cheers.
try, yeah.
You gonna shoot that down?
And it's beautiful, right? The color.
Yes.
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 So
It's very
when-
clean. Look
Yes.
how clean that is.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can
It ta-
definitely taste a lot more levels in this coffee. Much more so than when we were cupping.
Okay.
And I was going to say, earlier you did say it
Alright,
looks a bit
so-
like tea. It does look like.
Yeah. Actually,
That is,
in our
cappuccino.
daily
Oh,
life,
thank you.
Yeah,
the-
absolutely.
when you drink coffee, you need to focus your nose, your smell, your taste, and then the most important I think is the color. You need to watch them, right?
So tell me if I'm correct in saying, it looks like amber, almost gold. It looks like a really good
Liquid
whiskey.
gold.
Liquid gold.
Yeah. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
It's a bit tangy.
Yes.
Very fruity. It's very light though, and
I love it. I mean, I would say that it's really clean. It's really easy to drink.
Okay, tea-like, right?
I could have like an afternoon, and I can see how you could drink 40 cups now. Because it's really not that thick
Yes.
or heavy. It's just
Yes.
really light. And is this how coffee is supposed to be drunk? Like, is this the purest way? Is the pour over?
I think that also depends on the locals too. You need to study them. What kind of do they prefer? Not what kind of do I prefer. It's kind
Right.
of. I don't want to be.
What do you prefer? I am curious. What do you prefer?
I'm from Tianjin, so I like heavy, something heavy,
Right. Okay.
something salty, heavy. So that's why I will use more coffee than this cup.
So this is how I see it. I mean, I think you would drink different types of coffee for different times of the day. I mean, I would definitely not. I don't think I would have a pour over in the morning. Maybe it's the bean, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. But I want something really strong
Right.
and heavy in the morning to
Yeah.
wake me up.
Yeah.
This I could see myself,
It's,
on my computer
afternoon
listening to
girls.
music
Yes,
in the
yes.
afternoon.
Yes.
Afternoon tea. If I don't want tea, I want coffee.
Yeah.
Just something lighter. So it
Yeah.
depends on your mood, right?
Yes. Yes.
Totally.
Okay, so
and this is something we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
the espresso
This is what
drink.
everyone knows
Espresso beverages.
coffee is
Yes.
supposed to be
Milk
about.
coffee.
right?
Yes.
Milk coffee.
Okay. So what went into making these 2 cups of coffee?
These 2 cups of coffee has the same contents A and B, which is espresso and the milk,
Okay.
or coffee plus milk. Has same amount of espresso, same amount of coffee, but different amount of milk. So the reason I'm doing that because some people say, "Oh, this coffee is too strong, so I want more milk." Okay, you may want to start with a latte. That's why they have 10 ounce, 12 ounce,
Yes.
20
Right.
ounce, whatever.
Right.
And can you see this? I mean, this is the thing that just gets me really excited about espresso drinks is there's always this really pretty design. And I now know this year from our director, Jeff, that there's something called latte art. I had no idea that this was an art form. How do you do this?
By a lot of YouTube videos and practice wasting
And
wasting a
you
lot of milk.
keep practicing.
Wasting a lot of milk.
Do you have a special tool to make this sort of art?
Lots of people do, but I try not to. Number 1, I don't want to touch my coffee. Number 2, I want to make it as fast as I can to serve to the customer. Otherwise, the best temperature is gone. So I can etching it, but it doesn't look
So there's no
clean.
tool. It's just how you pour the
Pour
milk
it,
in.
yeah, free
Yes,
pour. Yeah.
yes, free pour.
Yeah.
Can you demonstrate that for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, go make another coffee. Go make some milk foam, and then
Yes,
right here, I want to
yes,
see
yes.
how you do that.
All right. So I have.
Here, why don't you come over here?
I'll do it quick. So I have coffee and
Okay.
I have milk, and I will try my best to make something pretty. So you may want to mix them real quick.
Can the camera get this? So you're mixing the milk into the coffee. Oh,
Wow.
Yes, you just pour.
Oh my god. He's almost.
It's only
Wow.
wow.
That was like sculpting.
a little bit shaky, but
I
here we
can
go.
see how it's an art.
Yeah. But tell us about that. Do you need to make special milk or special coffee in order to have that kind of.
Number one, you need perfect shot espresso
Yes.
from good coffee beans. Obviously, that requires the coffee, the freshness, also the creamer. And number two, you need really good milk. I'll prefer whole milk because it has almost 6
It
to
foams
10%
better, right?
of fat.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So during the foaming process, break down the protein and the fat. So you into those microfoam, not like foam,
Right.
sea foam. I
So
would say.
you need something thick, very viscous in order to get that.
Yes.
Right.
Almost like paint.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Look on your
paint.
Because the first pour was actually more milk, and then the foam comes out
Yeah.
at the
Yes.
end, and
Yeah.
that's how you're able to create that sort
Exactly,
of.
so-
So back to the different brewing techniques. This is how I like my morning coffee. I like
yes.
it with.
With the art.
Even better with the art, but if I'm at home, a cappuccino, usually a cappuccino over a
Right.
latte, but it's something that will satiate me. I don't really need to eat much with it
Yes.
because it's very filling. But
Yes.
yeah, I mean, what type of coffee do you drink at home?
Espresso only.
That's
I
it?
don't drink
Espresso
anything
only.
else.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Even in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. He
I
is
only-
I
Coffee
only
for
drink
people.
espressos.
hardcore.
I got this and I was like, oh, it's nice. I'll drink it. For me, coffee is a pick me up. I use it as a tool.
Do you
Yeah.
enjoy it then as an espresso?
Yeah, and
Wow.
You
we
don't-
have coffee here in CCTV, but obviously it does not match the kind of espressos that these guys are making. I like it because it's nice and thick and bitter and strong, but
Okay.
I
It
guess
shocks you awake. in the
Yeah, it
morning.
kind of goes against what you guys represent because that's commercial coffee, right?
No, espresso is not commercial coffee.
No?
No. It doesn't have to be as long as it's specialty coffee beans that's going to
Yeah.
espresso the way of brewing.
Okay.
I think
Right?
commercial just is a business.
Yes.
It's, it's just a business model.
Right.
They can use specialty coffee,
Yes. Yes.
but it's just a business model.
All right.
We represent not only specialty coffee, but also the way how we believe, the way how we think, the way how we want people share our attitude, share our philosophy behind the cup of coffee. It's not only a cup of coffee, it's just beverage carry our thoughts towards to the people.
We're going to enjoy our cups of coffee. When we come back, we're going to talk more about how the specialty coffee market is growing here in China. Please stay tuned.
When I finish the coffee, I just need to sleep.
Eat.
And welcome back to Crossover, where we're enjoying coffee and talking about how specialty coffee is now growing here in China, but it's still a very tough business for people like you and Wu Lingbo
Yes.
Yes.
to survive.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it
Pretty
is
much.
growing.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Is it growing more in the top tier cities? Because I know that your shop and your roasting facility is not in Beijing.
Yes.
It's outside of Beijing.
Yes.
Hefei.
Located in Hefei.
In
Hefei.
Hefei. So
Hefei.
is it easier to survive in a second tier city than in a big city?
For me, I think it's easy for me. Yes, because I roast the coffee for everybody in China. Yes, everybody in China wants to taste some special coffee. They want to try the coffee I roast. Yes.
So the majority, it sounds like the majority of your profit is coming from people buying wholesale beans from you.
Yes.
And in the meantime, there are more and more competitions around coffee. You know, we did cupping in our second segment, and there are cupping competitions that both of you have attended. Yes, I know Lingbo, you have.
Yes, I attended the the World Cup Taste competition in China 2014.
He was
2014.
the champion.
Yes.
Then he went to Melbourne, right?
Yes, went to Melbourne.
How do you win a cupping competition?
Is it like wine tasting? Again, back to wine. Is it like wine tasting where you have to distinguish where the coffee is from and the taste?
Actually, the competition is you need to pick one difference different from the three cups.
I see.
So kind of like blind tasting.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Okay. Well, there was a cupping competition in Yunnan this year as well. Let's take a look.
对着咖啡因8个厂区120产业局调研员普洱。
So I have to, Tiara, I find this amazing because a year ago I never even heard of specialty coffee in China, and now there are these competitions. It's just amazing how quickly this is growing.
How many people took part in that competition? It looked huge.
Almost 23 people. Also, I went to there to cup the almost 120 coffees.
120 coffees.
Almost 600 cups.
Oh my God.
In the 4 days.
Oh my God.
Wow.
How do you feel after that? 4 days of cupping.
Awesome.
When I finish the cupping, I just need to sleep. Yeah, sleep.
I eat all day.
Sleep. I eat.
Yeah.
It's hard work. Yes.
Right. I have to say, it is so exciting to see this grow. First of all, because I love coffee, so now there's a lot more choices to be had here in China. And second, just to see this industry growing and to see a normal, an average person off the street really appreciating something that will be very flavorful and very robust and very unique. I think that's what it's all about. It's about the experience, right?
Yes.
All right. I want to thank you, Wu Lingbo, Leon. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being
Thank
here
you
with us
so
today.
much.
And thank you to our viewers at home for tuning in. We'll see you next weekend on Crossover, probably without coffee next time. Bye for now.
Cheers.